This looks like a good spot. Might have a cupper, I think. Hey guys, Steve here. How's everyone going? Well, welcome back to my channel. It's January the 9th, I think. Yeah, Sunday, January the 9th. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I've been out on the road for about an hour and a half now, just shooting that opening credit, or an opening scene, whatever you want to call it. And I thought I'll come out to this little spot. It's just outside of Kingaroy. It's actually just on the outskirts of Kingaroy. It's a beautiful little area here. Drove past here a few times and never stopped. And I've got another video for you today. Thought I'd do a follow-up video on my new drifta Stockton 270 degree awning. Thanks very much for all the support I've been getting on this first clip I did with Rob when I went down and picked it up and installed it. I've had a fair few questions about it, and I thought I'll get out here today. Hopefully I can answer a few of them, tell you all about it, tell you what I think, and but I'm going to have a cuppa, and that's what it's all about. Yeah, we've all been sort of, hopefully you've all had a great Christmas and a great New Year. Mine didn't go to plan how we wanted. We're hoping to get down and visit my father in Taree in New South Wales, and with all the way the things went with getting tests and COVID tests and all that sort of thing, my father just said to me, look, we'll catch up later on. It's just too hard. We didn't know where, we only had a certain amount of time off work, and we took a few extra days off work, and we thought, we'll get down there, we'll get down and see him. But he just said to us, with the way the testing centres are going and the way the outbreak's going, it's just not worth it. I don't think you're going to get home back to work. And yeah, I still got a job I got to do, and had to think about that as well as how much we wanted to see our family. But hopefully you all got to see your family, you got to enjoy Christmas. We still had a great Christmas. Annie and I, we managed to find a great place to go visit, Paradise Lost. Check out my video on that. They've had some great rain there, still getting great rain there. As of this weekend, there's floods all over the place. There's floods at Maryborough, there's floods at Gympie. They've had up to 600 millimetres, so hopefully everyone's staying safe. Bit of fine weather here today. There's clouds rolling in again. I'm waffling on a bit, and I'm sick of wearing these bloody things. I can tell you it's been a hell of a week at work wearing these muzzles, but we've got to do it, I suppose. Hopefully I get some new ones soon. I ordered some Mr. Buckaroony ones, so hopefully they show up soon. I ordered them off Brett off S.A.W Sports, I think it is. So I read this morning that hopefully they won't be too far away. But I thought I'll show you this awning, because this is what it's all about, having something quick and easy to put out. And I'll tell you what, this awning is quick and easy to put out. Like I said, I've put my 30-second awning back on my teardrop camper. It's been great. We used it over that Christmas break, and it poured rain 3 of the 5 days that we were away. And having all the wall kit and having the 30-second awning was great on the teardrop camper, because we could put all the walls out. I'm thinking about getting some walls for this one as well, just so that if we want to use the car and we've got that wall kit, because I think they are great to have. If I get them, I'll do another follow-up video and show you the wall kit as well. But at the moment, this awning's great for this. Like, I've just pulled up here. Now, how many times do you travel and you just want to pull up, sit down, grab your chair out of the back of the car and have a cuppa? So that's what I'm going to do. But I'll have that, and then I'll close this awning up again, and then I'll show you a full detailed thing on how we open it, how we set it all up, what you may need, what you may not need, and then I'll go through all the pros and cons if there are any, and let you all know what I think. Cheers guys, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe too guys, it really helps my channel out. I'm gonna pour myself a cuppa now, and enjoy that. Cheers. Okay guys, let's get into showing you this awning, So I've got, like I've said in my other video, we mounted this using the rack sprack system on my car. Because I had them on there already with the 30-second awning, I just used the same brackets, the same mounting points. All I had to do was slide in the fittings into the awning. Depending on what sort of roof rack you've got, you may do it different. This is the way I've done it. I did do a short little video there the other day. A few people asked me about how I mounted it to the standard FJ roof rack. I tried to do a quick video. I'll just show you a little bit more today. I bought these little pieces of water pipe joiner from a hardware store, Bunnings I think it was, and you can see my saw mark in here. I sort of cut them in half a little bit, and I've got a bolt running through this, through the rack spracks, through this, right through this aluminium tubing on the roof rack, and I've got nuts on the inside there. The reason I've done that is because this roof rack here goes up on an angle. This piece here is wider than the piece at the top there, and if I would have bolted that straight onto that roof rack, this awning would have leant like that, and it would have, when you pulled it out, it would have shot up on an angle. You got to try and keep it parallel so that it stays, you know, reasonably straight. So that's why I've done that. Worked really good. They're UV resistant, all that sort of thing, so I haven't had to worry about them. And the good thing, because they got kind of hexagon shape on the outside, because you would have used a big spanner to do them up, it's got a flat surface on this side, so it worked out really good. So that's the reason I've done that. The awning itself, it does come with its own brackets. So I did show them on the previous video. I haven't got them here with me today, but depending on the roof rack you're putting it on, if you've got a flat rack, whatever brackets you want to use, that'll be the quickest way to put it up. It's got the channel in the back here so that you can slide the bolts and all that in there to fit it up. It's got like a black vinyl bag over it. It looks pretty good. Time will tell how it lasts in the weather. It does say in the book that it's UV stabilised, all that sort of thing, so hopefully it is. The ends I like too. They've got this little flap here at the end here where the top of the zip goes up, because there's always a water point entry there. So if you're driving into water, it's got that little flap there. I'm not sure whether the zips are waterproof. I'm assuming they are, because I drove home the other day in absolutely torrential rain, and when I got home I checked it and there was no water inside the awning itself, so that was really good. So that's about it with the bag. Like I said, I'll have to see how it goes with the weather. It doesn't take up a big profile either, does it? I think the measurements are all on the website, but it doesn't take up a big footprint. Like my 30-second awning, like I said there once before, it was getting close to 29 kilos. This one here is 17.5. So I've got a great weight saving there. It was one of the things with my 30-second awning that was a little bit worrying at times, just the amount of weight on one side of the car on the roof rack. This one here, like my 30-second awning, it come down to about here. It was fairly deep in thickness. This is bugger all. Like it, just from sight, looks like about 150 millimeters. Looks about like 100 millimeters thick that way. So really low profile on your car. So that's a great bonus, or a pro, not a con, great pro. So only thing I do when I do zip this up, I put these bloody zip things to the back of the car, because I had them here, and when you're driving, you get this little dangly noise all the time, dangling in your ear, especially if you're driving with the window down. So I put them to the back of the car. If you want to call that a con, call it a con. So let's get in and open her up now, and just show you all the components. Okay guys, we'll unzip it, So like I said, pull these zips right up to the top here. It's pretty quick and easy. So now just fold that right up over the back there, so that when you open it up, it doesn't get caught up around the arms. Do the same with the other end. Fold it right over. Now you've got 4 of these to undo. I've only got 3 to undo because I didn't do one up on the back here, because just when you fold this up, there's these little clips here, they get caught behind the back. I forgot to do it with that one. So then all you got to do is grab this and walk it around. Now this thing here does come with it, so it's just a matter of, and I put a little bracket on the back here when I had my 30-second awning, so I've just got to clip that in there like that and pull this tight. And that's pretty much it. There is a little thing here to put up if you want to put it up. Just pull that up and push that up. That just gives you a little bit of pitch in the roof there, so that's pretty quick and easy. Now when I did my original video, I said about I had to put a pole over here to hold this up, because I had to put this really down as low as I could so I could get into my shed at home. Had a few people saying, well, it's not a freestanding awning if you've got to put a pole up. It is a freestanding awning. Let's not get that wrong. Any of these freestanding awnings you find, a lot of them will come with poles, basically because if you get strong winds or whatever, you want to put the wall kit up. So you've got the Velcro on here. Now if you want to put a wall kit up on this, there's no way that this can withstand the weight if you haven't got poles up. So that's the only 2 reasons why you'd want to use poles: if you've got strong winds, heavy rain, or you want to put a wall kit up. The reason I was saying I wanted to put a pole up there, if you have a look here now, when I open my door, this door goes up on an angle, so the wider I open it, it starts to hit about there. The way I've decided to fix that now, carry a S.A.W cooler around with me. If I'm just stopping, shove that under there. It's going to protect the paintwork. No reason to put a pole out, but if I wanted to, I just carry these adjustable poles I got off Drifta themselves, and that just can clip up in there like that, and I can lock that off, and that'll do the same thing. It just holds it up enough so that it's not sitting on the car. That was my reasoning, so I hope that answers that question to whoever asked me about why I was using a pole. That was the reason, so that'll do there now. But okay, if we just step back here now, you can get a really good look at the awning there and see how it's going. Now it's starting to blow here a little bit. You can see all the leaves and hear the wind maybe a little bit there. And you can see that the awning's blowing a little bit. And like I said, the only reason I put the pole up there was because it was hitting on the door. You don't need to put poles up. I had this up for like the 5 days that we were away there last week, and it was raining, like I said, for 3 of them. And I never put any poles up the whole time. Now I did have some pooling just here. In this part here, you can see it blowing up there a little bit at the moment. I had a tiny little bit here and a tiny little bit over here. We did have some really heavy rainstorms, and that's when it was pooling. But all I did was, these ropes that you do get with them, you get 3 of them. You can use them on these little tie down pieces here, or you can use them on the corner. I just put them on here. I like the idea that they put these on here. So, because if you see, if I pull this tight, you can see what it's doing. It's making a V shape just in the side of the awning there, and all the water runoff. I didn't have any more trouble once I did that. As soon as I did that, and the good thing about tying it down here, it put a little bit of tension on the arms as well and stopped them from blowing up. So at no time did I put any poles down under this awning the whole time we were away. I purposely didn't do it because I wanted to see how it would handle wind. If I got up in the morning and it was all blown over, so be it. But I really wanted to test it out, give you an honest opinion of what I thought. If I put poles up, then I was gonna sort of have to say, no, I had to put poles up. You don't really have to. The only reason you would be really putting poles up if you were in really strong winds, if you knew there was a bad storm coming, put the poles up. With this awning, compared to my 30-second awning, it's not as long out here as what it was. My 30-second awning come out to about here. There was a lot more tension on the arms. It used to put a lot more tension on the roof rack. I was more worried about the awning breaking off the roof rack more than the awning bars snapping themselves with the wind and everything. And the second reason you would only put poles up is if you put the wall kit up. Because if you're going to hang, you know, some sort of canvas walls off all this awning, you've got a lot of weight pulling down because you've got to tie the walls down, and you would want to make sure that you got the poles up to support the weight of these arms while you're pulling the awning, the walls down. I am going to try, like I said, I'm going to try and get a wall kit and put up around this, because I think it'd be a great idea if we want to use the car on its own, and having the privacy of the wall kits and things like that will really come in handy. Whether the Velcro is any good, my 30-second awning had zips, they all zipped on. You don't have to worry about them sort of blowing down or anything. So Velcro can sometimes have a tendency to let go in strong winds. We'll have to see how that goes. That'll be something I'll report on later on. But as for the awning itself, I'm pretty happy with it. It's got that, like I said on the original video, it's got that little piece on the inside here that you can Velcro down. You just put your hand up in the back here and stick it down, and that stops the water blowing in there. I have got a tiny little bit of a gap in here. I've been thinking about how to fix that. I think I'll see Drifta and see whether they can make up a little Velcro piece that I can stick on there and maybe stick down here. I seen something the other day with a company. They had a little bit of piece of canvas with a bit of a Velcro or sail track on it, and they put some tiny little magnets, earth magnets in it, and you could stick it down to the metal on the roof of your car. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to fix it. If anyone comes up with an idea or knows of anything, let me know. All these little gussets and that, they're all welded in, so they seem pretty strong. The arms themselves, like, you're always going to have a tiny little bit of movement if you pull on it, but you can see that's just probably the flex in my bracket on my roof rack more than anything. But like I said, I didn't put any poles up. All I did was tie down those little ropes. Didn't have any trouble. Now you can too if you want to. Rob's done it on his. He put some little the LED light bars. I'll put a photo of the screen up on the screen of the LED light bars. They fit just inside the framework here. They're not bigger than this, so they're no wider than that. They just sit inside it. And you can just put a pop rivet here, a pop rivet there. Just make sure on this first arm that's closest to the car that you start it after the back edge of this bracket here, so that it clears this little bit of metal here as you push it in. That's just on that one. The rest of them you can put wherever you want. They don't, these poles, when you fold them up, they don't interlock over each other like some other awnings. And you can have your lights already mounted up there. That's a great idea. So the canvas itself, it looks really good. Well, it's a polyester sort of ripstop material. It seems really thick. It's got like a plastic coating on the inside. I didn't have any trouble at all with water coming through this. It seemed really good, even with the pooling and that I had on there. And on the bottom edge here, it's got like a piece of canvas sewn into the side there as well. So that's like the poly sort of plasticky ripstop there, and then it goes to a canvas piece all around the edge here. It looks really smart. Like the grey looks, it suits my car. The black and the grey, I think it looks fantastic. The wall kits, they come in different colours. I'm not sure which one I'm going to get, but I might go for something different. I think I might get like the camo look or something like that, I reckon. But so far I'm really impressed. Like I said, I haven't done a lot of camping with it, but I gave it a good test out last week or over Christmas in the rain and the wind. Really happy with the way it stood up. I think that's answered most of the questions I had. I'll put some more specs up on the screen and tell you the weight. I think it was 17.5 kilos, the width, all that sort of thing. But for a really good priced awning, I think it's good value for money. I think Drifta Stockton are getting some more of these awnings in now at the end of February. So if you want to order one, get online now, because the first lot they got, I think they got 500 in, and they sold them all within a matter of a couple of weeks. So I think they're a fantastic awning. I'm really glad I got it. It's great for my car when I'm traveling, and great for just pulling up like this, having a cuppa, putting your table out, and you've got a little bit of shade. You can see wherever the car isn't, there's a sun all around it, but I've got shade here. So like always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay safe, be kind to each other, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, guys.